Who shot you? The big, actually leaving notorious?
Yeah.
Yo, bro. I'm the poet.
I got it.
Yo, don't allow spitting bars or not, huh?
He's stressing me now.
You just started?
Fam, I don't even know. He just keeps tweaking. Well, tweaking on and off.
So if it's recording, it's gone.
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep the recording, bro. Huh?
Are you here?
I know everything's recorded. I know it's recorded perfectly, but there's times where it just stops recording, like it stops by itself without me touching anything. No one touched anything.
I feel like it's gone right now.
Yeah, hopefully it's gone and so that had him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Please stand up for the playing of the national anthem.
This
way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you.
is episode 4PF.
And his VOTF's in the cut.
Random. How you guys doing?
How you doing?
How you guys feeling? Feedback Kajuku, how you feeling?
Freeman.
Welcome back.
Welcome back,
you know me.
Back in this.
Pre that vocals, man.
Back in this. I'm back. Freeman, you already know. Just a free man. I was roaming all the lands, you know. I seen the mountains, everything.
Moving like fuck Christopher Columbus.
Skin tan with a little bit of
racist conquer.
Sure, man. How you trying to ruin a vibe, a good moment? I don't take over, fam. I just integrate.
Oh,
integrate. New word of the day.
Episode 4PF, man.
4PF.
Four pockets full, you know.
I got 9 pockets full.
I see. You're
cargo
different.
pants. He's wearing cargo.
You're cargos, right? You're wearing cats pants. You're wearing cats pants. Multiple pockets.
Okay. Welcome to the voice of the sidewalks. Pedestrians with a voice, no broad talk.
Spit some wisdom, no hard talk.
But you know we still in the streets because we jaywalk.
Fly like Jordan, this that voice, this that goat talk.
Bad, no sheep, not livestock.
Bad. We keep peace streets and the sidewalks. Don't
on
get it.
Time, like alarm clock.
Ding on the ground like a tread walk.
This that authentic talk.
You're a free man. Hit him with that ha.
The voice is the
bomb. Keep the sidewalks calm.
And welcome back, Benji. We did it in the cup.
I'm here. What are you saying?
Shout out to Crody.
Introductions.
So you know how this goes, but let's just give it a go. What's your name?
I go by Sharks. Up to Sharks. Big up to in the cut.
Provider of all providers.
Shout out to the guy on my right.
$20. 20 Enterprises. Please stay tuned for 20 Enterprises. We have some unbelievable numbers.
And to his right, it's your boy Benji Wilson.
Mr. Benji.
Mr. Benji. Keep it a buck always, you feel me? And to my right, we have...
You already know how it is. Free man, I'm here, man. You know, after a long journey and trip, I'm back.
Welcome back, broski.
I'm back. How you guys doing?
Hey, Freeman, before we go into how have you been, Freeman?
Yeah.
Where have you been? Where are you back from?
Hold up.
Where have you been hiding?
You know me, my nigga.
I'm just trying to show the random.
Anyways, you're free, man. What happened to you?
Interrogation.
You've been hiding for a minute.
Yeah, man.
Well, it feels like interrogation. Not even like how you doing, fam. Nobody even said, yo.
To be honest, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me just keep it a buck. Rewind. You know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Like Upsy Sharks, fam. I came to the dot. The first person I see is him, fam. This guy came and he gave me a big welcome.
He called my life.
Yo, you guys have some fishy shit going on in the background of VOTS.
Shut the fuck up. He called my line. I was at work. He's like, yo, I'm at the airport. Pull up. And I'm like,
I'm trying to make a wholesome, you know, like wholesome vibe right now. I came to the city, man.
Freeman's my guy.
My guy showed me love, fam. I left my headphones in customs. This guy went and, you know,
fam, he called me. He said, yo, you have access to the airport. Can you please grab my shit? I thought, yo, you wanted to see me, you want to check me, see how I was. Nah, man, he wanted me to go deep into the gates and grab him his headphones, fam. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But let me actually, you know, like actually say what happened. You know, alhamdulillah, I'm back. But I was on a trip, you know, with the fam. You know, I went to Edmonton.
Aww.
I'm not gonna lie, fam. You know, obviously Toronto's better. Let's keep it because people over there, it's actually funny, fam. You know what they call Edmonton? They call it Deadmonton.
Why is that?
It's
'Cause
just
that's-
a small city and it's not like booming like Toronto. It doesn't have
But
skyscrapers.
you gotta understand, fam. At the end of the day, the air over there is much cleaner than the air.
Hey, you know
here,
what my
fam.
broski said though? Like my brother's like, yo, when he came back
That's
to
cat.
Toronto, he's like, yo, fam, you take it in like if the air is fresher in Edmonton and like you could see clearly, and like the man's like, yo, he's like, I took it in, I was seeing in HD. And I'm taking it in. I didn't even take that in to be honest, but like I
Because
dialed,
you're not.
no, I dialed back and I was like, yo, for real, because yo, not only Edmonton, we went to Banff, we went to like.
Ooh.
We went to like Elk Island. That's like a little bit drive from Edmonton. It's like a lake and whatever.
Private island?
No lake. It's like
Bro.
a lake. You know, like a camping facility.
Yeah, I
whatever.
seen
We
that
just-
Broden's vlog, man. That was crazy. You guys
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
see
my brother
Fam
dropped a
Stab?
vlog,
Check
you
that
know.
out, guys.
Check that out.
Check
the
that out
Brodens.
for sure.
Link will be in the description.
But yeah, basically, fam, alive.
No, it's not.
I advise everyone to always like travel because it's a good refreshing mind. It refreshes your mindset
For sure,
and your
for sure.
mind state. And to be around like I was just talking with one of my niggas and he's like, yo, it's good to hear that you were like around nature and all of that because I was fresh water, mountains, everything.
Fam, the
was
only
so
nature
beautiful.
you see in the city is hashish, fam. That's everywhere you go is nature,
Live,
fam.
live.
That's only down there, fam. Big trees.
Nah, but it's funny because I was like, fam, literally Toronto, fam, is where the demons are, and I said, fam, over there, I'm just looking at God's creations, fam, and I'm looking at how amazing it is, you know. So I was happy to be around that, fam.
Nah, but for real though, yeah, you're Freeman. You're right. You always need that type of vacation to leave Toronto, man. You don't want to be boxed in here. You gotta always, like me. I went to Turkey like last month. It's the best thing, best experience,
flexing, fam.
But yeah, it's like you need that kind of sense of fresh air somewhere else.
Bro, we're moving global, man.
International, fam. We're Sidewalks gang anywhere.
But pre this, Freeman, I have a few friends who recently, like within the past few months, who came from Edmonton and around them areas. And basically what they tell me, you gotta understand, their mentality, fam, is pretty far right, They have that conservative mentality.
Oh, yeah,
They have that sort of anti-government, anti-mask. So can you delve into the topic? Because since you're one of
those guys,
one of those guys too.
Ronzi's finito, though. Ronzi's
Smear
finito.
my reputation, fam.
But
I have to say
Ronzi's
it again.
finito.
I'm a law-abiding good Samaritan. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, you're right, fam. In Edmonton, that's the Texas for Canada, fam. Like over there, they don't give a fuck about masks, fam. Like anywhere I walked, fam, like my reflexes to keep a mask, fam. Nothing, fam. Like when you know those ones when you're running out the crib and you're like, shit, I forgot the mask.
Yeah.
Fam, I was like, I'm in Edmonton. I don't need a mask.
I'm good for
This guy live called me. He's not a guy who wears mask, but he's the only one who wears mask down there. You know how ironic that is, fam? That baffles me. To be honest, he was surrounded by his people that live.
Yo,
Hey, bro, why you coming at Freeman like that, man? Come on, man.
No, at the end of the day,
He exposed them, man.
I'm surrounded by my people that I'm right now, man.
Yes, Sirski.
Yeah, Z.
But yeah, man, all I gotta say is I advise everybody to just, even if it's in your province, in your city, just go.
Just get away.
Get away. Go on a hike. Do something, fam.
But
Nature's
for real,
not here for no reason,
yeah,
fam.
for real, though.
Appreciate
And yo,
God's
Freeman,
beauty.
I actually appreciate you're back, man. You're back on the team, bro. It's been a while, man. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. One mentality that I had is, and for the longest time, I was like, "Yo, fam, why do I don't have any purpose to go anywhere outside of Ontario?" Because three of us have we been outside? Have you been outside of Ontario?
Not for long.
Nah.
You've been sleeping on it, though. Allah, you've been sleeping.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Wallahi,
the
fam,
videos I see.
My next on the bucket list is Vancouver, fam. If niggas check my photo gallery right now, fam, they'd be like, these are amazing pictures, fam. And they're not edited, fam.
Vancouver has some nice sites, though, for real.
It's nature.
That's
At
some
the end
nice
of the day,
sites.
seeing Towers Core or whatever, but fucking nigga, a man made that, fam. I'd rather see mountains and stuff that, when you look at it, fam, you think how glorious, like, God is, fam. And
I'm trying to go to none of it.
But yo, people outside from
Come
the
on,
dot,
now.
like people
Gotta be
look at
different.
Toronto like nice too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
people,
Yeah,
like,
if you don't
other
live here,
people
yeah,
from the
that's-
outside, But we probably
Toronto's
tired
beautiful, it
It
has
is.
its perks.
No, it's not. Man. Toronto's dirty, fam.
Yeah, you say that. You say that from the inside.
Don't talk about
Toronto's not that dirty.
take out.
Cause at the end of the day, sharks, you're gonna be eating a junior chicken after this. So like,
I get junior chicken.
Sure, bro. The man's on he's on his fitness diet. But anyways, but what I'm saying though, in reality, is that take away all the labels, Canada, Toronto, the names that we gave it. At the end of the day, all these lands, they're God's green earth, And like when I was in those environments, fam, it was just appreciation and gratitude. Like a lot of my, I felt my heart was full, fam. No corny shit, And I was
another
happy.
man's trash is another man's treasure.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know why I said that.
It ain't trash, fam. This guy, that's something. I'm out here, like bigging up nature and shit, and this guy saying it's.
No, because you know this, fam. Niggas love the city life, fam. City life is overrated, to be honest with you, fam.
It's overrated.
I want to be in the boonies, fam.
Your Sharks, name one.
Where I just have a bunch of Caucasian neighbors.
Fam, that's why I rate Caucasians, fam. You know why? Because they have cottages. They go, oh, we have a cottage.
Yeah, fam. Cottages be lit.
Every few months they do some type of activities, fam. We're not close to those activities.
Sharks, name one place would you want to go to. Like, name one place you want to go to. No, anywhere in the world right now. Like, right now.
Japan, man. Nigga,
Japan? I agree with that too. Pink flower, pink fucking trees and shit. That's crazy.
No, not even soccer trees, man. Like, I want to be in the little cafes, where they wear maid outfits and bunny ears.
Oh,
and then at the end of every sentence, they go meow.
Nah, bro, I'm trying to go to the Hidden Leaf village and fucking fight Naruto. But yo, Benji, name a place you would want to go to. Like, I actually want to see everybody's heads. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to go to DR.
DR what?
You'd have to
What DR where?
We already know.
What is DR? What is DR? What is DR?
Dominican Republic, fam. He's
that's lit.
But me, fam, there's a lot of places, but I had to say Japan because my nigga said it, you know?
You trying to go cat cafes with me? You go me and the maid cafes with me.
So we gotta wear the kimonos and dojos, yo. That got me amped when he said that.
But yo, on some real shit though, like my goal, inshallah, is to do a world tour. You know, eventually see all the continents.
But is that a world tour or your girls tour?
No, but some really good shit. I would want to go to LA.
You guys are coming at me too much, fam. I came back.
For real though. I would want to go to LA. I need to go to LA, man. At least once in my life.
LA's like that.
I just need to see those vibes, you know. You feel me?
But yeah, last thing I'll say about like traveling and whatnot is like, yo, I commend like white families for doing this, bro. Like, cause we were driving to Banff for like 2-3 hours. I think maybe almost 2 hours from Edmonton to Banff. And it was a long drive. It was a deep drive, fam. I forgot how long it was, but it's deep. But then on the way there, there's cottages there, you know. And I'm asking my cousins and stuff. They're like, yo, it's expensive and people already have them. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, for sure those white people are in there, fam. And I rate it. And inshallah, I hope for my family in the future, we're gonna have cottages. I'd be like, oh, for this vacation, we go up there, we got a cottage, you know, we don't have to worry about the travel 100%. There and back, just enjoy the time there. And it's all I'm saying, fam. I'm gonna repeat it again. Just travel, get out of your comfort zone. Just appreciate the nature around you.
Especially because we're first generation Canadians. Like, yo, our parents are immigrants, so it's like, yo, when they came to the country, they're here on that whole mentality of, yo, shakal. They're trying to grind for us first, that we can have a better life. They don't have time to like take us to like cottages or different trips. Maybe nowadays is more prevalent, but back in the day it was more difficult. That's why niggas, yo, go out and enjoy.
Alright, can I say something since you already brought up parents, you know, like, and no disrespect to our parents, because you know, all love to them. They put it, fam. Our parents are legendary. They came from a whole nother land, started from zero, and put us on, fam. Now we're out here spreading our voice internationally, you know.
Our parents are goated, fam.
Let's have some fun with it, because you know we can have some fun with it, you know, because we all had those stories where, you know, them torturing stories, fam, where niggas are getting in random. I don't want to say, but you know, we all have stories.
Bro, I'm gonna say one thing. If you ever said to yourself or to people that you never got crushed by your dukes, you're lying. Everybody had those experiences.
Especially if your parents are immigrants.
Yes, everybody had those experiences. We all had the same.
Yeah, let's expose them without exposing them. Let's say torture techniques.
I will expose my parents. My parents used to beat my ass, fam. Not my dad. My dad's normally the cool guy, fam. My dukes used to fold me.
Oh my
like,
God.
I was her age, fam. She used to go, fam. UFC Conor McGregor technique, fam. Khabib tap down, fam. Live.
What's the worst you ever got though?
Worst.
If you can remember.
It's probably difficult to remember.
Give us the appetizer first. Give us the
It
appetizer.
has to be one that stands out.
Give us the appetizer.
One that stands out. Let me give you one that stands out.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was towards maybe like, let's say, it was recent years. I can't tell you exactly when because it'll make me look like a goofy. However,
holy, you saying you're getting folded at a big age now? Come on now.
But I have a situation about older siblings. I think there's something happened in the crib. I don't know. It was just a situation happened. Niggas just talking. Whole argument happens. Whatnot, tutus. It's late nights too, fam. I'm the guy in the crib's like, yo, shoulder. We don't want neighbors to hear. Let's not move like a Zuka's family, fam. My brother's trying to calm shit down. Of course, no one's throwing hands because we're all adults, we're just talking. But niggas don't realize they're screaming at the point. So I'm just trying to be the mediator. I'm being the mediator. One thing you never do, especially the Somali mom, is tell them, oh man, just watch your tone, because that's asking to get your.
You know what's actually funny is the Dukes would be like, they'll be like, yo, don't make any noise, fam, or neighbors. Dukes are like the most, like they care about neighbors and everything, but when they're on their demon time, fam, then I fuck you.
It's
you know,
it's not even demon time when they're talking a long distance. Fam. How many times in my life, fam, AM times on a weekend, I would wake up to the voice of my mother speaking to Somalia, speaking to my grandma, her sister, just in a megaphone voice, fam. So it's like, yo, I'm trying to tell her, I just get it in this late nights, fam. It's like 1 a.m. Let's keep it on the lows. Fam, all I seen was a high heel, poof, my head top, headshot. It was like a tomahawk, fam. Like,
job kicked a lot.
I'm like, what's going on? Why, fam?
Yeah, that's crazy. Have you ever been crushed in public, like embarrassed?
In public? No, fuck, my parents have readings. They read me, not in public, fam. They give me my.
No, I've seen a lot of
that desk there.
My dukes would give me that stare, and that'd be like, fam. Once I get to the crib, it's finished. See that I have to lock myself in the bathroom for hours. Yeah. What else?
Go to fake sleep.
I'm shaky finito, fam. Live. Exactly. But Freeman, do you have a story where parents?
I have a sick story. We all know the
Bro, I've seen Freeman get crushed live.
Yeah, 100. I've seen it a million times. No, that though, like no cap in a rap at all.
No, but for real, like this story is fucked up because like I have the regular stories, obviously, you know, the hanger, the blanket, you know, we know how that goes, the combos, you know. But this one time, fam, so it was me and my brother, right? So we're out here and we're playing this game. It was some weird game. I don't know. We're kids. So basically the game is we tie belts around our bodies and we can see how fast you can get out of how fast you can get, not the rope, belts. We literally get as much belts as we can and we tie it around our body and we can see who can get out fastest or if you can even get out.
So one time, tell me is you went through military training just to
bro, we're doing some weird shit. Yeah. Our dukes wouldn't even question us, fam. So my bro did it. I think he got out. And then it was my turn. So I said, okay, say no more. Fam, he got every single belt in the house and he tied my whole body up. I'm a small youth, fam. My whole body's tied up. To the feet, to the head. My dukes walked in, fam. She was shocked, fam.
What the
fuck was happening?
They're training behind their back.
She looked at me, fam. This is when you know when Somali parents are like they're screaming Somali, you know, insults. Okay, that's deep. That's deep. But when they look at you and they hold their lip, they don't say a word, fam. She nodded her head and said, okay, say no more. In that moment, she was just like, not a word, cause I was
Freeman Kaisuko.
Yo. You know those ones?
Wait, let me finish. Alright. Her prey, I was her prey, fam. The predator came in, and the prey could not do nothing. He could not camouflage. He could not run away. I was on a platter, fam. She just murked me, fam.
And he was tied up, fam.
Wait, I know the funny part is, I think she took one of the belts off of me and used it.
Oh man, that's mad. But yo, have you ever been trapped in a room and you have nowhere else to go, but you have to pass by and get
many situations like that, fam. There's times
what you say? Well, I hit you in the back.
Fam, there's many situations where I've been in the room. It was my dudes would come inside, lock the door, and I have no escape. It's just young sharks. It's just young sharks jumping all over. Oh yeah, fam. You know, it gets like that sometimes. But yo, a man like Benji, what's your story?
Okay, so my story is, disclaimer though, before I start the story and go deep into it, I want to say, I love everybody. I'm not racist. I love white people, black, Asians, whatever.
That's a big disclaimer.
Watch I love everybody. But and keep in mind, guys, this story, I was like 8 years old, so I was a kid, okay? But anyways, so I was in the 3rd grade, right? I was in school one day, it's like a random, I think it was like on a Friday or something.
Good Friday.
Me and my niggas were bored, you know. Me and my friends were bored. So at lunchtime we said, you know what? Let's start a fight today. And not just any kind of fight. We said, you know what? Let's see who's the strongest people in the school is. Black people versus white people. every person in our grade, if white versus black, we'll see who's the strongest. You know.
But you gotta realize this was like probably like 1940s when it was acceptable to like segregate.
I'm not that old.
Do that type of race converse. But continue.
But yeah, so one of my friends, like we were like the main head of the snake that started this. We said, okay, we'll grab all the black people and the white people grab your people. We're gonna fight. We'll see who wins. Basically, after we did that, we went to the field. It was literally till this day the biggest fight in that school history. it was actually not normal. It wasn't even like a kid fight. It got serious.
How many youths was it?
It got serious, like 30 altogether.
Were you on the front lines?
And I was the main. What are you talking about?
Bro,
it was like, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It was like 20 white guys and like 10 of us. So imagine, we were outnumbered and we destroyed them. We used like sticks. Not guns. Not guns, okay? Sticks, like actual sticks, rocks, punching, scratching, everything. People were bleeding. It was crazy to the point where it got so bad to the point where like a supervisor came, like a teacher or something. She came to the field because she seen what was happening, the commotion, and she was like, "What is this?" She came walking. So I peeped her from far, walking up.
Was she white or black?
She was what was she? She was white still.
Oh, she should have got crushed too.
Yeah. So she came walking. So I peeped it. And me, the snake I was at the time, I didn't thought none of my friends, someone's coming 6. Instead, I said, I'm gonna save my ass. So when I seen her coming, I ran, I chipped it. I went to the ball court, pretend I was playing basketball. I said, yo, I got next. I pretend I was even there, I was playing ball. Wallahi, no word of a lie. After that, after the ball rang, when we had to go back to class, I see 30 niggas in the office. Crying, scared. Me, I'm laughing, saying I got away. I'm looking at all of them saying, no one say a word. If you snitch, you're dead. So I went 2 twos. I went to class. I sat down, whatever. I was laughing, saying, yo, I got away. 20, 30 minutes in class, I see one of my friends coming, knocking my door. Miss, we need Hamza. He was part of this. We need Benji. He was a part of this too.
Fuck you, Govey.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my. He said, we need Hamza to the office. The principal needs him. Me, after I heard that, my heart dropped because I already know what was gonna happen next.
This is grade.
I knew.
You gotta remember, he's grade 3.
Grade 3. So I already knew someone ratted on me. It's probably one of the white kids.
But
anyways, my heart was beating, and I left the class. I was walking with him. I said, "Yo, what happened?" I said, I can't say anything. Just walk with me. Tell me how. This is how you know I was the main guy in this, and the principal,
mastermind.
And the principal already hated me. So tell me how. As soon as we come to the office, we open the door. I see all the kids sitting. The first thing she says to me is, "Sit down." Close the door and sit down, yelling at me already. Sat down, she started paging me saying, how dare you do this? This whole year you've been doing all this bad fuckery, blah, blah, blah. I know, I can already tell before anyone told me that you started this. And I'm suspending you right off bat. No warning, nothing, just right off bat, you suspended you. And and she's a white lady too. I'm not being racist, but I think
her people's got crushed, fam.
I swear to God, none of the white kids got suspended. That's the crazy part. All the Somalis did. And they're the ones they didn't start it, but they're the ones that did the most damage to us.
Yeah.
And they never got touched. They just got a warning. Us, we all got suspended.
Dun, dun, dun,
Me,
dun.
I was like, okay, I'm 8 years old. I'm suspended. I think it's the end of the world. My dad's gonna destroy me for sure.
You don't even know what's going on the inside. I remember the inside. You don't even know what's going on the inside.
This is the funny part. This is the funny part. This is how. At that age, hold on. At that age in your mind, you think you can outsmart, people. Think, it's gonna work in your favor. So I said in my head, I'm suspended, but I'm not gonna tell my dukes. I'm gonna pretend I'm sick. I don't know how it worked,
This guy's grade 3 scheme.
Grade 3, so I'm gonna pretend I'm sick. I'm not gonna go to, I'm gonna pretend I'm sick the next day, so they won't find out. Boom, I went back to class. I was still kind of scared though. Obviously, I was thinking about what should I do. After class, the bell rang. It was time to go home. I see my older sister. She was in school with me too. She told me, yo, Hamza, I heard you got suspended. So how'd you find out? I said, what do you mean? Pops is outside. I see his car. I'm like, how? How do you find out? Who's at work? She didn't even call nobody. How do you find out? I swear to God, no word of a lie. As soon as I see my dad's car, I didn't see me. I just seen the car. I can't describe that feeling I had. I said, this is the worst day of my life. I just want to die at this point. quote unquote. Not actually, but yeah. So then, 2 twos. I see my dad at the office after 10, 15 minutes. He calls me. He tells me,
they sent him a letter through Raven, fam. That's how he got it.
Maybe, who knows?
Live,
and then yo, you're crazy. But then he came to me in the office before he went to the principal. He called me outside. He said, "Okay, I'm not that mad, but he said I'm mad. But if you tell me the truth right now, I won't be as bad." And my dumb ass said, "Nah, I'm smart. I'm gonna outsmart him. I'm gonna pretend it was not my fault. I got scapegoated." So, Pops, it wasn't even me. It was one of these kids that started it. I was just there. I seen what happened, but I didn't throw no hands, nothing. I promise it wasn't me. Please help me out. I don't want to get suspended. I said, okay. He believed me. So 2 twos, we sat with the principal after, just us 3. And I don't know what I was thinking, but then I switched up as soon as I sat with the principal. She said, okay, Hamza. Because my dad told her first, yo, my son told me didn't do nothing. Yeah, you're scapegoating. Hey, what's wrong with you? La la la. And she was like,
racist.
And she was like, that's kind of funny because Okay, you know what? Hold on. Until she asked me, Hamza, tell the truth. Were you the main guy in this? I said, yes, I was. Did you start this? I was so scared. I don't know what I was 8 years old, yo. I was like, yes, I was. You're right, miss. It was my mistake. I started it. My dad was shocked at what was happening. He said, how the hell did I just vouch for you and you lied to me and you're honest with her and you didn't even know this lady?
You made him look like a goof.
So he gave me the death stare after that. He said, okay. I said, thank you, Mr. Bro. I understand your reasoning. Thank you.
Was it Miss Watson?
Yeah, it was Miss Watson. Shout
out
Miss Watson, man. Shout out her. Anyways, so we left the office. We went to the car. He didn't say a word to me the whole car ride home. I'm like, in my head, it's like at that point you have a lot of scenarios in your head. Is he mad? Did he forget about it? He didn't forget about it, but is he gonna forgive me, or is it a wait till I get home?
You know what's crazy too?
But it was, you know what it was? You know what it was? It was literally like it was mixed emotions. At one point he's screaming at me, then he calms down and goes quiet for a bit. So I didn't know what to expect. So 2 2s after we went to the parking lot and went home. This is when we used to live in a building. So when the elevator, he didn't waste no time. As soon as we got in the elevator, he started beating my shit in the elevator. Straight to the crib, getting crushed left and right. That was the worst beating I think I got in my life.
Shout out to you for ruining my nap that day.
Yeah, but that was
to my like, for real though. I remember my mom was just making it dramatic. She's like, yo, I thought I'm fucking 3 years old. My dukes are like, yo, I thought Hamza was in prison, bro. I thought Benji was in prison.
And it's funny how you mention it. Funny how you mention it because
yeah. That's after. That's the story.
It's
but
not
look.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm taking a nap. I just see Benji flying through the door. The door's closed. He's flying.
I was getting my teeth rocked.
He got suplexed.
I got speared, man. Whatever you want to call it. So this is the funniest part. It's not done yet. After he gave me my ass whooping, he went to work frustrated. He left. Then after you get whooped for a bit, you're just crying whatever on your bed, think about life. Then after it was time to eat lunch or supper, lunch. We're eating lunch at the crib, all of us together. My mom was not really that mad. She was okay, more understanding at that point. She said it's okay, don't worry. So I was eating my lunch or whatever, and the phone call. My mom picked up the call, and then my mom gave me the phone and said someone wants you. I go to the phone, I talk.
It was him.
It was my dad, but he was a police officer. He's the funniest guy. I swear to God, he was like, hello sir, this is officer this, that. We heard what happened today in school. You're about to be in jail for a week. You're about to come to you right now, be ready. And you're A, so of course you're gonna believe it.
Scared.
So I was crying my ass off saying, no, I can't go to jail. Oh my gosh, He kind of played it on, he played it on for a bit. And then after he's like, yo, it's me, I'm joking. But then 2 2s, yo, it was just, imagine getting suspended, number 1, getting your ass whooped, number 2. And then lastly, you get fucking pranked, pretending you're about to go to jail. So it was the
man physically abusing, mentally abusing, verbally abusing.
It was a memory I wouldn't forget, to be honest. I'll tell you that. But guess what, guys? After that, I fixed up and I won Suit of the Month after.
Touch me.
Come on now,
bro. What characteristic?
Exactly. What characteristic?
I swear to God, it's for the most improved person in school. I'm not even joking.
Like empathy.
It was empathy, kindness.
That's MIP word, fam.
Empathy and kindness.
And
people were shocked when I won it. People were shocked I won it because, wallah, am I lying to you? When I was a kid, I was one of the worst. I was the biggest troublemaker. So everybody was shocked, But yeah, that was my story.
Tony, what story do you have?
Okay. Let's take a trip down the memory lane, alright? I'll say this is about 2011. You know how parent-teacher interviews get done, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, alright, yo.
The worst ever, yo.
This is a important part of the story, but it was winter time. Okay? Me at Caroline Junior School, I was old dog, menace to society. You know what I'm saying? I was a menace, not in a bad way. I wasn't stabbing niggas and shit, but I was just a menace to society. But it's basically, yo, parent-teacher interview comes. You know how you have that one teacher, for every subject and shit? So it's a one teacher thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even name the teacher's name, but she is a bitch.
Wow.
Jeez. Now, shout out to her though. But anyways, basically we're in parent-teacher interview, right? I'm just getting flamed. I'm with my pops this time, not my mom. I'm with my pops, parent-teacher interview. I'm just getting flamed. Like my teacher is just flaming me saying, yo, this, that. And I'm a hothead, so you know what I'm saying? I'm saying some crazy shit to my teacher in front of my pops. I'm saying, fuck you, shut the fuck up. I'm saying, shut the fuck up.
You actually crazy?
No, wallahi, deadass though. I'm saying, fuck you.
How old are you?
I was fucking like 9 years old.
No, I can't-
You were
No.
really a menace to society.
No, no,
I was
I-
old dog.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
in-
no.
Fold,
No,
man. I like Benji folds.
I can vouch
No, no,
Tony with
like
that shit
Tony.
like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You
but
see-
it's
you
not
see some-
hard. You mean
you see- you see crazy shit
it's
like
your
that.
gat, then, fam.
No,
You tell us you shut the
yeah,
fuck up.
nigga, don't ask me what's wrong with me. But listen, yeah, I'm saying shut the fuck up. And it was like, yo, I just made shit more heated, and my pals would keep saying, yeah, I'm getting pinched in the ear, wallah, I'm getting pinched in the ear on the lows, you know, he did a slick, slick beat you get public, like, yo, it's on after this, yo, I'm just getting like, I'm like, fuck, but I'm just cheating, I'm saying, teachers lying and stuff, you know what I'm saying, because I used to be like fucking defensive and shit. And it's like, it is what it is.
But what she
Until
really
shut the fuck up, and then, you know, she just move like, you know,
Yeah,
how
she's
you
shocked.
shit, dramatic and shit, right? So, yo, I'm not gonna get to the interview, but whatever, the interview ended on a bad note, obviously. So it's winter. I told you guys in the beginning of the story it's winter, right? I go outside, we're walking up to the car.
In the snow.
No.
Yeah, choke.
No. Spoiler alert. But listen, literally, we come out the doors, right? The loop's right there, like we're in the fucking basketball thing and stuff. It's snow, like the snow is bare snow, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no concrete you can see. My dad picked me up like the Undertaker. Dead ass. Like,
Undertaker?
no joke. Like the Undertaker. I'm like,
I'll do the
shit.
chokehold
No, wallah, he picked me up with one hand, gave me the craziest choke slam, wallah.
in the snow.
He said, yeah, I saw like choke slam with the snow.
Did
bro.
anyone see outside?
Nah.
It's just you two.
But yo, I'm a light skinned nigga, so bad. Like, I was fucking red and shit.
Yeah.
So, but yo, wallah, I think I got frostbite that day. But yo, dead ass though, that's not even the end of the story. I'm not gonna get to what happened in the car because like,
That's even crazier.
Rated R.
I'm not explicit content.
Rated R.
Like, I'm not trying to
Rated R.
This guy he got stripped and he got folded.
He got an asshole of his lifetime.
I just know I got sweet chili in my eyes. But like, we're not gonna get to that.
Well, yeah.
But shut up.
Your Dukes, if I'm your Dukes, his Dukes, they're probably proud of him for inventing a new technique in a new climate. Pushing niggas in snow.
Like, I got two stops in winter.
His pops probably told his friends, yo fam, if you wanna envy your kids, this
Yeah,
type
dude.
of tactic, fam. You do it to
Try it out.
Yeah, try it out, man. Because these are live torture techniques that our parents used upon us. But yeah, man. So yeah, man. I don't know if you guys seen. I'm pretty sure you guys showed you guys, man. We talked about it live.
Yeah.
There's this current. It's been a while, but it was blowing up on Twitter everywhere. This whole ZZ Mills and the Sidewalks guy convo. They had this little podcast, basically trying to debunk what an alpha male is. She live was like, yo, she was telling him, yo, she basically called him out. She's like, yo, you're not an alpha male, and he, in a sense, found it like, yo, disrespectful, because he's like, yo, I am an alpha male. I provide for my family. I do this. I do that. And basically, he sounded hurt. But I kind of agree with him because, in a sense, fam, if you're doing not doing alpha male shit, but fam, he's doing alpha male shit in my opinion. But man, what's your guys' opinion, especially your Freeman?
Okay, so first of all, like, okay, you may not know if he's an alpha male, but same time, you're kind of right in a sense because, like, okay, he got hurt a little bit, and him talking back does not make him not an alpha male because, in a sense, let's break it down. Descriptions, you know, if you Google this.
What's an alpha male?
So alpha is usually the top in the animal kingdom. It's the top of the food chain. You know, the person who provides, the person who's the leader,
Symbol.
the person who's confident, and another key word, outgoing. Maybe that guy's pretty outgoing. So maybe him talking a lot is just him being outgoing. So in a sense, he could be an alpha male. We can't knock that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But ZZ Mills, fam, I don't know.
She's a hater, bro. I hate that, fam. She's a gerb. I don't even need to know this girl. She's an idiot. Wallahi billahi, fam.
So yo, for real though, to be honest, these like labels and whatever, I didn't really take it in until recently because I hear a lot, whether it's red pill, the manosphere, all this stuff. But let's just get into the description and we'll deep it after. So we actually did a local quiz. You know, I don't trust these quizzes, but for the fun of it, right? So man, them did.
No, I trust these quizzes.
He's amped right now.
I trust these quizzes.
So
fam.
basically, man like me, you know, already I'm an alpha. But the quiz said that apparently, you know.
Fam, live. I did a quiz. I answered all the questions truthfully. It's a random quiz. Are you an alpha male? I did it. I got alpha. Also, pop smoke shit. Like live, fam.
What's Benji?
Come on, man. Anything that's an alpha for me is a failure. Come on,
Shut
man.
the fuck
But
up.
fuck you mean?
Okay.
Fuck you mean, nigga?
I'll
say
say
that
for
no
him.
more.
I have a screenshot of what you want.
Screenshot what, nigga? You have shit. I'm an
Anyways,
alpha.
this guy, he's a gamma male, you know? nothing wrong with gamma male. Gamma male.
Okay, what's a gamma? Describe
okay,
it.
gamma is adventurous. They're eager. They're aware. They're empathetic. So it's basically someone with a good heart, and they're kind in their heart.
I guess
I got
I
Sigma.
guess
I would say Tony's really a Sigma, but he's capping. That's why he's a Sigma. I'm not gonna say what he actually got, but because he said he's a Sigma, it's perfectly right. And the quiz of Freeman, he certifies him as Sigma, because you know why? Sigmas are cunning, self-confident, likable, and calculated.
Fam,
But listen.
fam, this guy's top schemer, fam. He plots on niggas behind their backs, just trying to start mix-up, fam. He's top Sigma,
I'm not top instigator.
Wallah, you
Yo,
are.
RDC, hit me up for the fucking Hood Olympics, bro.
But man,
I would go to medal.
man,
I'm not
in your guys' opinion, what do you guys consider an alpha male? Benji, you go first.
Okay, it's very simple. An alpha male to me is a person that's on his shit about his business, that does shit when he needs to and is assertive. Like he doesn't like follow nobody and does his shit when he needs to do it and doesn't waste time and he's not a follower. That's alpha to me. It's very simple.
So,
Everybody's alpha in their own way, but you just gotta take it out of you. That's what I believe.
so to be honest, I already described what an alpha is. What the definition.
But
of it
everyone's
is.
this is
In
their
my- no,
opinions.
to be honest, in my opinion, like I asked around, I asked people to kind of get what the mentality of other people is. So one person that told me, like outside of podcast, he told me, yo, alpha basically is the same thing Benji's saying, a leader, someone who could provide, and someone who, is confident. And I asked another person, and another person said, I don't know, and I don't care to know. And then some girl was like, yo.
Never bought her?
No, but he said, I don't know, I don't care to know. He hopped in the conversation late. But some girl was like, yo,
That's a Sigma.
yeah, he's a bitch made nigga, And I said, yo, pause. Maybe he's actually alpha because in reality, think about it. Does a leader go and say, does a leader flaunt the fact that he's a leader?
You're
or does a
right.
leader just go on, fam? If you're a leader, people know what it is. You don't have to go out and prove
Show
yourself,
it. Yeah, exactly.
So that's my opinion on the whole.
Alright, look. An alpha man is like, at the end of the day, let me get this straight though. You're not a real alpha male if you go looking for it and checking online to see if you're alpha male. Cause like, really
This guy's is sad about the quiz, fam.
No, I'm not sad about it because it's some real shit.
Sigma
Like it's some real
at
shit.
work. The
It's some real
Sigma's
shit.
at
No,
work.
Pretus though. Cause look, at the end of the day, like at alphas, like you should know what you are at the end of the day, and your mind is like, you get your shit done, and you take care of your people. And that's a definition of a gangster alpha.
Fam,
But listen.
Exactly, that gangster stuff. Sorry to interrupt you. Fam, I don't know if you guys seen that whole Whack 100 DJ Academics 6ix9ine. DJ Academics is goated, fam. This guy knows how to get any source of income. He knows how to get, fam. This
Yeah,
guy's a
for
million
sure.
he made. Fam, this is a whole 2 hours something long Spotify exclusive interview. They're talking about, yo, what's a gangster? Fam, a gangster is not no one in the streets that are just barking at niggas, slanging dope, fucking escorting, shipping out shorties. Fam, a gangster is someone who provides for his people, that's trying to find the means outside of the ends. Because your mentality, if you're a gangster, you don't want to be in the ends for your whole life, because then there's a dirty game, fam. So you're gonna fall 6 feet below, or you're gonna end up in prison.
So,
Either way. So it's like, yo, fam, when you're a gangster, you're life providing, but
Exactly, Andy. Look, really deep this, man. It's like really deep this. I see an alpha as somebody like that doesn't say, okay, I'm gonna be the leader. You know what I'm saying?
he's the guy who does it.
Yeah, exactly. Someone that just does it. Less talking, more actions.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
That's
That's
what
why
I said.
I think people don't understand the difference between, because obviously alpha emanates dominance, right?
Yeah.
People mix up dominance and arrogance. Some people are just really arrogant and they think that by being arrogant I'm dominating. But I think you could be dominant without being arrogant, And with the gangster shit, like I'm thinking about it, like where did that term even come from, right? And it's almost revolutionary at the heart of it, because you know why? Even the gangsters in America, they didn't become gangsters because they just wanted to kill each other. They became it because the environment around them was against them, And there's so much instances in different societies where people like become gangster because they don't rock with the thought of like the society, what the ideologies they're pushing or what they're doing to them. So it's kind of revolutionary in a sense. So I agree with that. I feel like buying your mom a house, getting out there and trying to find a job, feed your family. That's pretty gangster to me.
Real shit. You're trying to find halal, so got a legal source of income, fam. You're not trying to be too deep in the streets, because the streets is a dirty game, fam. There's no other way out.
Right.
And that's the thing, is almost like the word is a gray area word, because even with revolutions, it's like, which side is right and which side is wrong, Well, for me, it's like, if you believe in something, you have true faith in it, that's pretty gangster, And if everyone in the whole world thinks what you're doing is wrong, as long as you have that mindset, fam, and your heart is in the right place, then that's fucking gangster. And you follow your path, and I feel like what you need is gonna come for you.
But let's try to understand it from this fucking violent kangaroo's perspective, ZZ Mills. Basically, fam.
Is that a female?
That's the shorty from the video, fam.
Right.
We'll try to add the video too. But she's looking at the alpha male from the description. It's like, she said it in the video. She's like, it doesn't have to be a hunch guy. But she said the exact same thing. Someone who provides and then da-da-da-da-da. She agreed the same thing. It was just the fact that his personality is someone outgoing or someone who could talk to, because that Sideman guy, he's a comedian. So he talks about, when you're a comedian, when you bust jokes, fam, when you bust jokes, fam, you're live, you're talking a lot. You want to be not at the center of attention, but your voice is normally out there in a sense. So just because your voice is normally out there, why does that mean you're not an alpha male? Does that fucking make sense?
I think she just wants a certain type of nigga, and she's not getting that nigga.
Probably, fam. That shorty's, fam. ZZ Mills is top goof. 101, fam. You guys know her? You guys know her?
It's a good point you're making.
What's their podcast called? What's that podcast called?
I have no idea. I just seen it.
No, let's not plug.
I'm not even shouting him out. Shout out him, but ZZ Mills top goof.
Shout out
But then again, you can't really call her a goof because that's her opinion, right?
I watched the content.
For the Sadman guy, he kind of based off the way he kind of responded to her shows that he knows he's not alpha. Because if you're alpha, you have to explain yourself like Freeman said.
You have to explain yourself. But fam, when someone disrespects you,
being outgoing,
you gotta realize, fam, these guys, fam, they're born and raised London or Birmingham, wherever they're from. Yeah. Fam, they're living in their fucking council flats, which is basically equivalent to metro housing in Toronto. Fam.
Right.
So these guys are shaking it, fam. He found a source of income for his family,
yeah.
Not just his family. Once you start making change like him, it's not just your family or lives, it's your friends, fam. So let's say you employ your friends, you employ the people around you, fam. You have a business, fam. He's a fucking provider, fam. When you got it out the mud, fam, and someone disrespects it to you, you don't have to explain it to them, of course, but on the net, fam, she disrespected him and trying to clown him. I don't know if he just hurt.
And to be honest, and these are for the folks that are listening too. If you know who you are and what you're worth, doesn't matter what people say. They can say anything. It's how you respond too. You have to react the more mature way. If they want to call you or disrespect you, just take it.
But if I'm not taking it, if someone disrespects me,
it depends though.
I'm gonna take the time out of my day.
Physical disrespect is different. But
if
they do verbally, just know they hate themselves and they're just trying to take it on.
Even verbally, if anyone comes up to me with disrespect and not offends what
they're
I stand for,
they're a fan.
No, it doesn't matter if they're a fan, fam. Live, I'm gonna take the time out of my day to make you feel like shit and prove to you that what you believe is incorrect.
Then you're no better because you know that you're fighting fire.
Benji, let's not take this philosophical. I have a question. So take this in. So Upti made a good point because this guy, right? He's a comedian, whatever. He made out the mud. There's probably a lot of niggas in council flats or in their hoods or whatever who are funny niggas, but they're not they're not feeding their family. You know what I mean? It's not about being funny or outgoing. Those are his skills, but that's not what got him there. What got him to the point where he's at right now is his leadership skills. It's his ability to lead not only himself but his family out the gutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
That's commendable. I don't know what he is. He knows himself, but I'm not gonna say, oh, you're not that or you're this or you're that. You know?
Yeah, because now up to you to say that.
Listen. First things first is like what I respect about him and all successful people is like before you become a leader of a crowd, you have to lead yourself.
Yeah. 100%.
Deep that. So let that sink in.
For real, fam. So like, I feel okay, whatever. Maybe you saying he's hurt, but at the end of the day, what's wrong with being vulnerable? What's wrong with speaking on what you believe in, right?
At the end of the day, that shows. At the end of the day, it's just being yourself to the fullest. That's how, because you remember how you said, like, you even described Alpha as like someone that's outgoing, right?
Yeah.
You said that as one of the characteristics, and like everybody's really outgoing when they're being themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Everybody has different interests. Everybody has stuff like. Once you live up to that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like if you lead your life the right way and you know what you're doing and you know your worth, fuck what everybody else says.
Exactly.
Because you already know wham. That's all I gotta say.
Because yo,
Simple as
really
that.
deep.
But sorry to interrupt you. Back to her idea of what's an alpha male. At the beginning of the video, fam, she was like, an alpha male wouldn't care if his an alpha male would care if his girl made more money.
Why would he care?
Yeah.
Huh?
No, but that's the problem I have, because nowhere in the descriptions does it say that. That's she's making that up from her own mind. Because look, an alpha male, if he's a true leader, right? A true leader won't say to his partner, yo, I won't be hurt by him or his partner making money. He'd actually be happy because it's better for everybody. It's how you that I don't know, man. It actually hurting my head now, you know?
Yeah,
Because like
fam, it's
alpha
like,
male has nothing to do with
the income.
with that point of like, oh, I'll be mad if my girl has a job. Like what?
No, fam, live from this perspective.
backwards thinking.
If let's say your partner is making more money than you in this situation, so let's talk from Matt's perspective. Your girl's making more money than you. You make 100 bands a year, she makes 150. Why the fuck would you be butthurt? You guys are both financially good. You guys are making change. You guys are happy together. You're the man of the house. The man of the house is to be the provider, of course. She has changed, but as long as you're providing, it doesn't matter income or what.
But listen,
Back to the leader, fam. When you're a man of the house, fam, you're the guy. You in any situation, let's say someone comes to the crib, you're protecting your girl, and you're protecting her from the public. Let's say you guys go out together, you guys had to protect her, flipping, not Iman, the way she looks. It's a deen. I forgot the word, specific word, but it's like, yo, you have to have a type of hishot. It's like, yo, when you and your partner, you guys go out, you don't want her dressing revealing because you're afraid of other men seeing what's yours, what's rightfully yours, what's your tribe, it's your one piece.
You know what it is? It can be friends. It can be deep this. It could be friends or partners, but everybody you're around or the people you're around, like as a partner too, is like they pretty much represent what you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So providing is not
Like,
only income and money and material. As a man, you provide.
And look.
Let
me go back to what Shark said, because that was interesting. Like if your partner, we're all males in this sense, right?
Yeah.
If your partner's making more money than you, like that's 150, 100K, right? You should look at that as a sense of motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to get better.
If anything, to be honest, I like surrounding myself around people that like are doing good, and they could do once they do better than me. I look at it as motivation to do
I have
better.
a question for Tony.
100%.
No, I have a live question for Tony.
Yeah.
So take this in.
Yeah,
I'll make a scenario. Man, he's doing his dream job. He's a teacher. He's making 70K a year, right?
Yeah.
But she's a doctor, so she's obviously making more.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not even a motivation to get better, because
Exactly.
he's successful. It's not. This is the problem. I feel like nowadays people like they tie money and materials too much into like real values.
It's a real success in your dream.
There's values and then there's money. Money is not a value. You know, a man who has values makes 70K a year is better than a man who is a millionaire who has no values. You know, what makes us, even at the end of the day, we're all Muslims, so we know the only thing, we're all equal as human beings, but the only thing that makes another human being better than another human being is righteousness. What's righteousness? Having values, you know? So a man who makes less money, but his wife makes more money, but he's a righteous man, he's still an alpha.
Yeah.
If he's leading his family in the right direction.
Deep this Freeman. And a man is picked up by his value, and a woman is picked up by their looks and beauty.
So yo, if we're gonna go into that
in society, like in the world,
because you're bringing up a point about like this whole thing that like it became a whole thing on the internet.
No.
It's like
no.
a manosphere.
That's not even.
It's the beginning. Yeah. That's the first thought that came to it, and it started off as like, I think, on forums and blog pages. But now it's a whole thing, you know, and it's like a lot of people tune into it. It's a whole subreddits. Yeah. It's called the manosphere, and deeper in it, it's the red pill theory, you know?
Yeah.
So,
MGTOW, or like I think it stands for males go their own way or men go their own way.
Something like that.
And it's exactly what Sharks said though. Like, this is an interesting theory. You know, your Sharks. You remember how you said like if your partner's making more money than you?
Yeah.
But like the red pill movement, that's going crazy now. Like I seen it grow over the year. Like since quarantine started, it's growing first on like YouTube, then IG, TikTok, and all those clips and stuff. I have a question for you. What men are pushing on is females are hypergamous. They go for the top 10%, man. A female that's making 150K a year, this is their theory, goes for a man that's going for 6 figures, not a guy that's making 100K a year. What are your thoughts on that? And what's your opinion on that?
So
That's just facts, fam. Fucking real
It
life
just-
is it's
yeah,
happening
it
right now,
just-
man.
it
Like, Brittany Renner, fam. Shorties, they go for the bag. It is
Yeah.
what it is, fam. Well, not all shorties, but you
Most
gotta
of them,
understand. Some of it's reasonable. Some are reasonable. Some aren't. If you're looking at it from the aspect of like, yo, let's say, especially the deen, like, yo, if someone, let's say you guys want to get married, you guys want to get settled, and then your wife says, yo, I want to be working up until the point where like I have a child, but then I want to stop. That is most definitely understandable. Even if she doesn't want to work at all, that's understandable. Why? Because, fam, at the end of the day, a relationship a mother has with kids, fam, and the impact they need to have, a dad's not always going to be, the dad's going to be at work, fam. But the mom is always going to be with the kid. The mom's going to be raising the kid. So you don't want your kid to be led astray. Or, let's say, fam, the toll of being a mother, fam, is even worse, fam. Once you have that whole 9 months that you went through pregnancy, fam, these shorties weren't on their reds, fam.
let me
So
interject
everything-
you for a second, because you're coming from like kind of like a perspective, like, you know, trying to be an honorable man. But what we're
Not
talking
all of
about,
it's facts,
no, okay,
man,
it's
nigga.
facts.
That's how my mother raised
No,
me, fam.
alright, Russia,
Yeah.
we're running shit. But the red pill stuff we're talking about, if you go on the whole like Reddits and stuff, like these guys, well, the thing is, it's like they actually come together and they talk. And they actually like motivate each other to get better. Like niggas are coming back, they're checking on each other.
But I
like,
can't lie, they
yo,
have some
but you know what they
stuff
do
I
is-
disagree with.
You know, yeah, you know what they do?
What?
Them kicking game is basically they tell each other like tricks and tips how to like seduce women, how to up your game. Because you know at the end of the day when you meet a girl, you're gonna have to have a game, right?
Yeah.
So these guys, they literally, it's whole Reddit pages about how to get better game.
It's
And
even
they
they
made,
have a whole pod. There's a pod that's actually doing numbers now. It's actually like, I know some of the listeners here watch them. It's called Fresh and Fit. And even you guys know Kevin Samuels. You guys know all those guys.
Fucking top goof, fam. Like, that's a goof.
But look, it's like, yeah, the red pill is whatever. Some stuff is like understandable and stuff, but it's like
But what they're
like
talking
you know
about,
they say it's like one thing I disagree with off the top I can think of is like they say your partner has to be submissive to you. They pretty much try to make males say, yo, make your female partner a slave basically, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they're pushing.
so yo, basically,
But some stuff like really deep this though, like those pods and stuff, those red pills and pods and stuff, like they all say, okay, this that, right? Be an alpha, do this, work on your value and stuff. But literally all they talk about is females, you know what I'm saying? And they're pretty
So-
much saying take your focus off of them. But they talk about them mainly. Yeah, what's up, Sharks?
Nah,
so
it's
yeah,
fine.
basically, they're trying to like, I don't know, they're trying to like, it's a misplaced anger basically. It's like this whole red pill thing, it's like misplaced anger, and like I think I was reading on the site and like trying to figure out what this actually means, you know,
Yeah.
and what they do, because I don't know what they do. I'm not on these pages, so this part, they basically said, yo, I don't know if you guys know this Greek philosopher Morpheus, basically
Big boy Morpheus, fam. What are you talking about?
he explained
Come
it
on,
now.
X-Men.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Wait. He explained that in this terms. He basically said, "Yo, quote: When men realize their failures with women were within their control to avoid, it can induce a bit of anger." So he's saying, I think that a lot of the men have misplaced anger towards women. I wouldn't say it's hatred. They want to learn how to be better with women, but there's temporary anger. So it's like you have examples posted every day of women acting contrary to what we're told women would do, because in our culture, women are mostly regarded as the good sex, the one that does no harm. Our subreddit pulls back the curtains and says, hey, look, these women are human just like everybody else. It's time to put away your idealistic views and embrace reality. So that's where they're coming from, basically. So they're mad in a sense, and they'll be like, yo, you know, we put in all this work, and then come to have it, we get girls like ZZ Mill saying, yo, we're not alpha, you know? And basically, they're trying to up their game. Niggas are teaching each other how to have better games. And then after that, the whole point to me what it looks like from the outside, it just looks like niggas are mad in the inside. And they're mad at the fact that they didn't realize before that, yo, the reason why you're not getting a woman is your own actions, you know? Like, it's controllable, you know? At the end of the day, if a woman gives you nothing, even if she doesn't say hi back, she doesn't owe you shit, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Depends.
No, the only woman that owes you something
Let me give you a
is
scenario.
your wife, right?
Yeah.
If she's not your wife, a woman doesn't owe you shit.
Cap. You want me to say
Why is that
fam?
cap?
Why is that
There's
cap?
been numerous situations in my life where I'm just in a regular pace. Me, you gotta understand. Man, where do we reside? What country do we live in?
Canada.
What are we mostly known for? Nice people, no?
Nice people, yeah.
Fam, there's times where I'm just in a public space, I see people behind me, I open the door, I hold it for niggas, especially in my building, fam. Niggas don't say thank you to me. Wallahi, I want to grab the door, slam it on their dirty head tops. Like, fam, they owe me a thank you in a sense.
Nah, but let me say this part.
I see what you mean there. I see what you
At the
mean.
end of the day, even if they didn't say thank you, right? God sees you. He got you. You're good. I'm saying that in the same sense, woman, right? If a woman goes, you're on the street, you meet a woman on.
No, but I see what he means though. It's common courtesy type of thing.
It's common courtesy.
You do a favor.
Okay.
At least say
best,
something.
common courtesy.
I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get edged if I hold the door for someone. Like,
You are,
yeah.
fam. It's a good
called
deed.
being-
You help somebody.
It's called
in
being.
that little
I'll do that
way.
too.
It's not being nice. It's called
Yeah,
being
be
nice.
nice.
At the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Yeah.
if you help somebody or you're nice to somebody, there's some people that won't say thank you back. But the people that don't say thank you back, you didn't lose nothing from that. Or you didn't gain nothing from that.
Fam, there's been times where I'm in an elevator about to go to my crib. Even though I live on the first floor, make that make sense, fam. I'm in the elevator about to go to my crib, fam. I hold the door for, I'm not gonna say man, cause I can't remember man, but I'm gonna say it's predominantly Caucasian woman. Especially, not just Caucasian, it can be any type of woman, fam. I hold door for them. They come in, oh, a little thank you. But they go to the little corner, fam. They go to the little corner of the elevator. It's sometimes, understand it, they grab their purse, fam. Trying to think, I'm gonna stain some shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm the
see,
guy, I'm the guy
it's a
who just-
propaganda, man.
Yeah, I'm the guy who just held the door for you. I'm pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
I don't bite,
No,
fam.
but up to
I'm
you.
not gonna go.
But up to shrugs,
Yeah,
up to
then
shrugs,
they,
you have to understand that's how society is right now. It's just how we're viewed and how it's everything. All the things we're talking about right now, the alpha shit, the story you just
It's
told right now,
society's views on
it's
it.
how it is. You can't do nothing about it. You know, it's just how it is, how life is right now. You know,
They don't-
how we're looked
yeah.
at and how just
Yeah, they're
everybody-
not really specific. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not really specific. Like they say, red pill, this and that and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't go towards all women.
And then my thing is,
And like it's like literally it's red and blue pill. Like blue pill is like, yo, you can still be a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much saying cancel a nice guy, just be a dick, an asshole.
That's what some females. That's what they view as an outfit.
Exactly.
A guy who's
But they're
dumb,
applying
a
it
guy
to
who's
all.
a debo. A guy who's a debo comes to the gym. Who anywhere he goes, he puffs up his
That's
chest.
not alpha to me.
That's a pussy.
that's not an alpha. That's a guy that's trying to be showing off. That's what it is. But back to what I was saying. Like I agree with what you, up T-Shirts, and Tony said. Like if someone makes 150k, if your girl makes 150k, you make 100k, you shouldn't be mad. You should up your game if you can.
Well,
That's it.
it's
not a thing. It's not a thing. It's no. In terms of like, you don't really need to up your game. You just got it. As long as you have change and you're not a bum, it doesn't matter.
No, as long as you do your job as a man,
Yeah.
which is to provide. Freeman said it. Not everything's materialistic, fam. You guys, let's say I make 60k a year, she makes 100k a year. What am I gonna do? I will try my best, my absolute best. Majority of my change is either as Muslim man, fam, is going to crib. I'll provide for everything. If she wants to provide, she can, but it's not her must, fam. What we're gonna do, fam, with our collected change, we're gonna go to fucking Maldives, fam. We're gonna go see blue, crystal clear water, fam. And look a private island. Well, you know what I'm saying, fam?
Facts on
Yeah.
facts.
I'm not gonna be like, my short is making more money than me. I'm not.
Only
I'm
bitch
not an
will
alpha
do
male.
that.
I'm not an alpha male.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys want to hear more about? Because
You should know about Thursday.
we weren't specific about what these Red Pill guys say. You know, and it's a whole.
Fam, Morpheus, fucking Matrix, fam.
Fam, it's a whole.
Bro, it's literally-
it's a whole manosphere. Like these guys have a whole ass like different terms. Like so, there's one term called snowflake. It's basically a woman who tries to persuade a man that she's somehow unique or special by playing up her good girl resume and downplaying her bad girl resume. So it's like somebody shared a report. They're like, she'd be
Shout out
like,
Taylor
"Oh,
Swift.
where's your boyfriend?" And she'd be like, "You tell me, he's not here right now." And when he
Shout out
is, you
Taylor
should
Swift,
criticize
fam.
me.
Boys only want love if it's torture, fam. That bar, man, them only want love if it's torture.
Fam,
That's
lie.
that whole snowflake mentality,
Fam,
fam.
like these guys, you know what these Red Pill guys do?
see how it is?
They looked at. My bad, Tony. I'll let you say your thing, but our last thing.
No, I just want
You know,
to say
basically, they literally go live in the field and they get field reports.
Yeah. Facts, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, literally, yo, it's literally so crazy, man. Like, look at society now, man. No. You have these city girls. It's like, literally,
I
pussy is the biggest power in 2021.
Fam, I want to get into that topic.
Literally.
Not too deep because at the end of the
That's
day,
cap.
we gotta watch
Pussy's the biggest power right now.
We gotta watch what we say.
It's wrecking.
Previous manner. I don't know if you guys see it all over social media. I'm pretty sure anyone, maybe even if they don't notice, fam, all over social media, especially TikTok, I notice, fam, shorties, I seen videos like, yo, me and my friends, we go out, we go like 7, 8 deep. They're going, trying to look as nice as possible. They beat their face. They're wearing their sundress season, fam. Whether they go out to a club, restaurant, just post up in a park, wherever they go, fam. They're cheese in a sense because, yo, man, don't come and approach them. No one comes to compliment them. And then someone made a TikTok about it. And I said, that's not what I seen multiple. I seen a lot of videos. The same videos come back and forth. And I seen people do it. It's like live. The reason niggas don't want to approach them is like live, fam. Niggas don't want to be shunned down immediately. Niggas are tired of that, fam. Niggas won't come to you because you're so anti-men. You're so niggas ain't shit. That whole mentality, niggas ain't shit, stems deep into it, fam. Tony, I showed you that video. There was a video, I'm saying to you guys, this video of a dad, his 5-year-old daughter, fam. He's driving on roads. Someone's recorded a conversation. He's live talking to his daughter. His daughter's telling him, yo, I don't want to talk to you, fam. I don't like you.
What?
Imagine your daughter saying that to you.
That was the
reason was, and he's telling her, you can't be disrespectful. I'm your dad. At the end of the day, I still have some rights over you. She's like, I don't care.
A lot of rights, not some rights.
Yeah, the reason is because, fam, the parents are separated, and then live that you, fat little 5-year-old, is inhaling or taking everything that the mother's feeding her, saying, yo, niggas ain't shit. So that shorty's gonna grow up on that ZZ Mills mentality. Yeah. Niggas ain't shit to the death. Yeah. And that's fucked up. That's how today's society is. That's why this whole city girls lifestyle is more prevalent. That's why it's like, yo, I'm being freed from my shackles. You can enjoy life however you want. And women should be virtuous. And that's what the dean is.
And broski,
you know what? That's our introducing. Yeah. I don't agree with the blue pill, I agree with the red pill. This is the dean pill.
Yeah. And my theory is, and my whole theory is, literally, my theory is very simple. It's like, if you're a good person and you're good-hearted and you do what you need to do, you'll find that other good person, female, male, they'll find each other. But if you're a guy that was running around doing shit, then they'll find a girl that's gonna treat you that way, say you're not shit. So it's basically, it comes back to who you are.
It's really,
make sure you're not perfect, because no one's perfect, but make sure you do your shit and you have your values straight, and you'll get, the female version of that.
Yeah, good goes with good, bad goes with bad.
There we go.
That's exactly how it is.
It's very simple.
This niggas ain't shit mentality. At the end of the day, both sides of the coin, fam, it's both misplaced anger and misplaced hate.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you have the hateful niggas that are red pill, and then you have the hateful shorties that are coming from the perspective of, and both of them, they might have like the shroud of the truth in both of them, but it's like, it's not coming from the right way. And all I can say, to be honest, fam, just like niggas are saying, yo, good men are for good women, and bad women are for bad men. That's how it is, fam.
Some of these shorties are goofy.
Get where you are.
They're alive, fam. They're alive. Instead of fighting someone who has a genuine 9 to 5, someone who makes good legal income, who pays his taxes, is a regular good person, they wouldn't want to deal with that. They want to fucking trapper because that lifestyle. They want to family.
But they're not good for
that's
that.
More
they're just mentally messed up because that's what they see.
They're not mentally. No.
That's what they see. They see that's what they see. What's cool right now.
There's life, and not even cool, fam. There's life shorties that says, fucking nigga that works a 9 to 5. I want me a trapper, fam. I want to be counting the change.
You see how backwards that is?
That 5s and 10s that he always gets from selling deagles or selling fucking slaying a dope. That's what I want to be counting, instead of having someone who has a stable job, who has a good family, who comes from a good home, who has good value in a sense.
Listen, everybody.
That's why I don't 100% disagree with the red pill, because it really protects male. I said male and man at the same time, so men or males from like those type of females.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it literally protects you from those type of females, but it doesn't apply to all females.
But listen. Like, people are listening to us, all of us, even myself included. God gives a brain. Just use a brain, and you have a good life. That's it. Use your brain and stop. Always, stop like following what people do or whatever you see you do. Like that story you just told us.
It's a game. You go by the book.
Like the story you told us up the sharks about that 5-year-old girl and her dad. That was very sad. But it's not her fault. Like she's a kid. She's a sponge. Listen to her mom. What her mom's saying, right? It's messed up.
Yo, Crow, that's one story that's just been documented on the internet.
Yeah.
There's hundreds on thousands of situations like that.
Yeah.
Because, fam, all these parents, fam, when you have multiple future, I can't talk about the male, the female version. I'm not talking about Future. Yeah. Future's a fucking, even though he's a hard rapper, he's a weird ass nigga. He's a weird ass nigga for that shit, fam.
That plays around too much.
Imagine, even if you don't claim that you still is yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's asking. He's trying to talk to you, and then he's like, "Yo, go. Tell your mom to put clothes on you. Your mom's a hoe."
He's and he's a grown ass man.
You don't
like,
text
what's
that
going
to
on?
an 8-year-old, fam.
You're
Because that
grown
8-year-old is gonna grow up with that mentality
Exactly.
of, yo, niggas ain't shit, or just my dad's a bastard. It's like, yo,
forget
fuck
that.
my dad, yeah.
Forget that. His father figure is telling him. His
father
figure. His father, which because he's a father figure. So let's be real, he's not there. But anyways, he's a father, right? And being a father and trying to tell your your kid that even if you have beef with the mom, you can never bring your beef with each other to the kid. That's toxic.
Yeah,
fam.
that's very toxic.
Because then his son is gonna grow up and say, "Oh, yo, Pops treats women like that. He treated my mom like that.
Kids,
so I'm gonna treat all women like
exactly.
that."
Kids, they sponge information, especially from their age all the way to like their 9, fam. They sponge any type of information. That's why you remember shit vividly from like elementary school, because those are principles you were taught and raised upon. Depending on those years, that's most likely how you're gonna be impacted, how you're gonna grow into a man. So it's like, yo, if you remember vividly, yo, your pop's telling you, yo, your mom's a hoe, you're gonna realize, yo, fuck that nigga, fuck niggas like him, and just fuck niggas in general. I don't know if he's gonna be on that next type of shit, but yo, he's gonna grow up with some type of mentality like that, fam.
Even it goes both ways too. Like, there's the features and there's the Tasha's, because you know how Tasha is basically showing her son, yo, your pops is a this, that, fam. Then you want your son like Tariq did his OG, fam. You're gonna see your own kid,
You know what it is though? I feel bad for this gen and the next gen coming up. I feel bad for this gen and the next gen coming up.
Why?
Bro, I just noticed like right now people are you know what's cool? Not respecting yourself as being cool now.
Yeah.
Like not respecting yourself as being
Elaborate.
cool. Like I think these females need better leaders.
Nah, don't
Because
speak
all
on,
these
let's speak on us because we
not
know,
men.
because we're men, right? We can speak more about what we know, right?
Yeah.
I hate, that's the one thing. I'll speak
But that's looking at it like it literally applies, and then you just see these problems and stuff coming. It's not for all of them. Like I'm not coming for all of them. There's people that respect themselves. You guys know if you guys respect yourself. If you guys get hurt, that means you don't respect yourself. And deep down that's the thing.
No, to get hurt.
But look,
But you have to hide that hurt.
yeah.
But why do you
So
have
that's
to
how
hide
it is.
that?
It's literally a game. You know what's gonna be? It's gonna be like the male, like this red pill thing is getting moved fast. It's literally like just in summary, it's literally disrespect girls. They're on you.
And they're making
literally,
books, too.
and then you see the chain effect. You see like, all right, these girls are saying, I'm not gonna respect myself. Even doing that, finessing niggas. You're not finessing niggas in a fucking designer whip or something like that. You're not finessing niggas. You're popping up. You know what I'm saying? You're catching body.
Fam, it's live. There's a lot of shorties that are on that Britney Renner lifestyle, yo. If I get with someone who has some type of stable, fam, you gotta look at it. The richest female, and I'm not saying all females, but majority of them. Or no, I don't even categorize them as majority, because there's a lot of there's queens out there, fam, live. But that small percentage is, especially men have that percentage too, but that small percentage of women, fam, they live. Put you guys down, fam. The richest female in the world is Jeff Bezos' wife.
Yeah.
And she's rich off of a fucking divorce claim.
Exactly.
Live. So they live, they sleep with the guy, they get the bag right after. Britney Renner, she's taxing PJ Washington.
Tax the shit out of him.
But you know what they're saying?
That's $200K a month.
That's the hustle.
200K a month.
It's
the hustle,
2.4 mil a year,
They're
man.
saying
You know what it is too? It's literally okay. Like PJ Washington's getting taxed $200K a month. Let's keep it real. That kid, that mom is gonna buy literally like stuff for herself. They're not gonna take care.
And you know
of
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He's not like Peter Washington's not like Steph Curry or LeBron that makes the big bags. He's not even that rich himself.
Fam,
So imagine.
His spot on that roster is not guaranteed, fam.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, so it's like, fam, and no one in the league's guaranteed unless you're top of the top. Fam.
Yeah,
You see who's going on with IT right now. IT dropped
IT,
81 in a
exactly.
fucking AAU game. Not A, whatever.
Freeman got IT,
yeah.
man. He needs to be in the NBA, man.
So much shit.
But yeah,
fam,
it's
but
crazy.
live.
And honestly, fam, the thing is,
Bro,
like,
I realized in life, it's just a finesse game.
yeah.
It's just who's the best at it. That's all it is.
But it's like, yo, the thing is, if you keep finessing, fam, you're finessing yourself, you know?
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. And
But
it's just
also Freeman, you can't out finesse it.
You know what I'm saying?
but
You know what I'm saying?
You could koala finesse it.
You can koala.
Finesse,
Bro.
koala, finesse.
Anyways, though, for real though, like, you see all this red pill movement, fam. Niggas are making whole books about how to be alpha. Cause some of these niggas, the actual like down bad niggas that are subscribing to this red pill shit, fam.
Yeah.
And then there's the guys that are like, they're just pushing it because they know it's another way to make money out of people, you know? Cause they're making books about how to become an alpha, fam. Why the fuck does that concern you? how to become a better person.
Hey, brother,
is the
scared
real
money makes no
question,
money,
you know?
man.
Okay, maybe the medium, they're trying to say the medium is becoming an alpha is on the road to becoming the best me. But why don't you fuck the middleman and say, how do I be the best me? And my point I wanted to bring to that is vulnerability. Just like Benji was saying, yo, niggas are hurt. So why they're hurt?
Exactly.
Actually, man, the question is not even why they're hurt. It's okay to be hurt because at the end of the day, it's just life. You're gonna have ups and downs. But the real question is, why is it so hard to be vulnerable? You know, and that's the problem. It's like, for example, Future, right? This nigga, at the end of the day, fam, you have your own toxic issues, but don't take it out on others before you didn't even heal yourself. You know, and I don't know. I feel like to be an alpha male is someone who's truly vulnerable with himself, is transparent with the people around him, and is able to overcome that by healing. And because when you have that ability to heal yourself, it rubs off on other people, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a true leader in my perspective. Because, a real leader is born where the slaves are. Because, we're all equal. So you have to think from that perspective of, it's not about whether I got hurt or whether you hurt me or whether women are hurting me or whether men are hurting me. It's about how do we deal with this in a positive way.
From when you speak about vulnerability, you're talking about vulnerability from like an emotional standpoint, right?
Yeah, be honest with yourself and your emotions. Because a lot of these red pill people or a lot of these women that say niggas ain't shit, it's a lot of hurt feelings. And granted, maybe it's coming from the right place. Like, for example, for women, they could feel hurt because they live in a patriarchal society. At the end of the day, a lot of fucked up shit happens more times to women than men, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, bursting out and, like, I don't know, even for men, for all over the board, like, you gotta be open with your emotion in the sense to accept it and to find a way to move forward in a positive way instead of going on the net and like plotting about trying to figure out how to get break down women or whatever weird shit you're into, or being happy to be the most toxic. Like, that's not it. Toxicity is not a trend. So my thing is, when you truly become vulnerable, fam, vulnerability is versatility. Because it's funny because vulnerability is actually the vulnerability is actually the one thing we share in common, because it's our greatest weakness. But if you know it, it could become your greatest strength. Because at the end of the day, if you're vulnerable with yourself, like, for example, I'll give you an example, a small example. Us four Mandem, we came together 6 months ago and we said, let's start a podcast. And we had to become vulnerable because we had arguments with each other. We had to figure out how to work better. We had to figure out how to put our emotions on the same table and figure out how to work in a positive environment, to the point where it led us up to now. And now we're doing all different types of content. Look at the versatility that came into our life because we decided to become vulnerable, not only with ourselves but with each other.
Exactly. And look at this though. My bad, Sharks, for interrupting you. I just want to say one thing. It's like me, Freeman, had an interesting talk. We had an interesting talk, right?
2 a.m.s?
Yeah, 2 a.m. talk.
So you substituted me a lot?
No, there's that one time. Those ones.
I guess, like, no worries.
He can't be slipping stuff.
No worries,
but, like,
Freeman.
Yeah, we're just talking, and it was a very vulnerable conversation. It was like, wow. And it's like, I even noticed it too in other podcasts and stuff, like these big people and stuff. You see them as this. You see, like, someone as a comedian, an actor, or whatever and stuff. But you just say, after you get deeper through the skin, you just notice, like, there's a deeper, like, everybody, like, there's a deeper person in there, you know what I'm saying? And that's what vulnerability really is. And it's like,
okay,
yeah, sure.
Go ahead now, go continue.
And basically, like, vulnerability. Nah, I forgot what I was about to say.
Continue. I get what you're saying, fam. We had this talk.
I guess
break the fourth wall.
Because it's not even the fourth wall. It's like when you go out into the world, everyone has a front,
I really
it's not
forgot
really
what I was about to say.
100% you. You're just putting it up.
Let me give you guys a real life example. Let me try to compare this to, like, men being vulnerable. Us men, normally what we're raised upon is, or what we're flipping, we're raised upon is like, you're a man, you're a grown boy, you're a young adult. You have to step up, hug it to the chin, and move on. Simple. So what you're doing by simply moving on is bottling up all that emotions until that one point where everything's way too much to overwhelm. You either end up tearing up and you end up getting mad. It's like, fam, you gotta understand. There's a lot of holy shit. There's a lot of flipping fucking dads, fam. Not even dads, fam. Niggas that put hands on shorties. The reason is, it's like, imagine. I don't know. I can make something from the top. Of course not, fam. I can make it off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there's niggas out there like, they come after a long day of work. The girl, their work partner asks them just a simple question. do you want this or this, fam? Ah! They start spazzing, fam. They punch a girl in their face, fam. Wallahi, there's probably situations like that, fam. There's a lot of niggas that put hands on shit, fam. Oh,
Yeah,
there's rappers.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, like even though I said, yo, females need better leaders, men need better leaders too. Like in general.
1,000%, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
It
yo,
all
it goes
stems-
both ways.
It
You know?
all stems, fam. If you had a father, not a father, if you had a father figure growing up, someone you could look up to in a sense, is like, yo, that person trained you properly. Being emotional, to be honest, it took a step for me. I'm not saying, yo, if something happens to me, I'm gonna start crying for no reason. But being emotional, like, yo, talking to someone about it, like trying to find other outlook. That's why females, in a sense, fam, I respect them. They're emotionally vulnerable. That's why they can move on from certain situations so
And they're
easily.
emotionally intelligent.
Yeah,
like, really.
because fam, they talk to each other, they talk to their girls, they talk to their friends, fam. They start crying out of nowhere, fam, and that's okay, fam. It's okay to
Bro, if I started crying, these guys will call me a bitch.
Who?
You.
maybe.
Yeah, that's what it is though. Like that's how some people see it. Like you have to be like emotionally disciplined as a true man. That's what people see it as. But being emotional is a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like people, instead of tapping into their real emotions, they pick the negative. They'll just pick a negative emotion just to outlet it. Niggas rather be mad than sad, you know?
Yeah, niggas gotta be more like Rod Wave and show their emotions, man.
Live on Tombstone.
But that's a different type of art. You know? You know what art is? You know what art is? Art is this podcast. We leave all our emotions on here. That's Rodway's art. You know, being an artist, a rapper. Fucking R&B, I don't know what that nigga
Tony,
does.
lob us with the quote of the
I'm
day.
gonna lob you guys with a quote of the day. Just call me Blake Griffin. But anyways,
Lob City Clips.
this is a very interesting thing that's gonna cap it off. It pretty much branches off everything we talked about today and really stood out. You were born an original, don't die a copy.
And live. That is literally it brings up every point we made. Cause yo, fuck alpha. I'm not an alpha. Fuck
the
that
red
quiz.
pill, blue
fuck
pill.
that shit.
All
Fuck the
the
red
shit.
pill. You know what I am?
Freeman.
I am a free man, and beyond that, I'm a human being. God made me a human being. He made me a man, so I know my role. I know what I need to do.
He give me
so
sense,
I'm
brain,
gonna be the
everything.
best version of what he already made me as. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah.
all these human titles that we're adding onto it, trying to figure out how to be yourself. You
Man
don't need
made.
that, fam.
It's
Look
man-made.
in you. Look in
Exactly.
your soul.
Don't look at the
Be
outside.
yourself.
Sometimes you
And
gotta
that's
look at
what
the
I was
outside.
preaching the whole day. Just have your values
Literally,
and
yeah.
straight.
Come on, guys.
And you'll
Listen. You
successful.
came to this earth by yourself. You're born by yourself, right? You guys always do. You guys had big dreams. You're golden, right? Do you want to kill yourself inside just to please other people?
Exactly.
And give validation
That's
to
a bitch way to go. That's all I gotta say.
Random, we're gonna leave like that. Successful
feel
episode
me?
4. Shout out 4 p.m. Shout out people. Like,
Another
comment, subscribe,
voice.
share, all that good stuff if you want to. If you don't, it is
Simply
what it is.
just fuck off.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Come fuck with us,
See you
man.
later, alligators, and
Subscribe, like, comment.
Come fuck with us, man.